Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Soul. We're still looking at Love, Death, Robots. Today's is actually one of the better ones, I would say, so far. We're looking at the film, why don't I have it pulled up? I think it was called Shapeshifters. And this one, as you can guess, is about shapeshifters. Specifically is about these two soldiers who are in Afghanistan, and they just happen to be werewolves. Of course. Specifically, like, they are kind of like these super built, like, it doesn't go into like the lore or anything, but they are, yeah, it's just called Shapeshifters. They are like super soldier made bred dogs. Like, they can go into werewolf form. We see like kind of like how they're leading the charge in this, but at the same time they're being held back. Like, they're looked at as unnatural. That's probably my favorite part of this film, is like the political side of like these soldiers being like, no, you're not natural. It's not right for you to like kind of have these opportunities over me, and like it's born out of jealousy. It's born out of hate, and we see this real camaraderie between the two soldiers, the main one and his kind of like best friend character, and they have good chemistry. Like, the little bit you get in this film like is enough to carry it. You actually do care for these characters, I would say. And like, it's fucking cool. Like, just the idea of these warrior dog humans like under military control. And I wish it kind of went a little bit deeper into that, but unfortunately it doesn't. But what it does do is have some really cool fight scenes. Like, there was another comment like, you can animate everything, why are you looking photorealistic, why are you just in the fucking desert? Because one, it's based off Afghanistan, it's trying to look like Afghanistan, and again, being photorealistic, that's what makes like the transformation, like werewolf part, look cool. It has built your sense of realism to drop fantasy on your ass. And like, soldiers, like, in general, have this kind of dog mentality. You know, dog tags are a thing, which are used in this film quite prevalently. He even like makes a line like comparing it to a leash. But when soldiers are out in the fucking pit of despair and Nowheresville, just trying to fucking survive and toppling on their fallen comrades, it's very much just like dog versus dog mentality. And I feel like this film kind of captured that idea. The film ends with well, actually, before I go into that, there's a great little bit in this film where he's like, you are fucking unnatural, calling him like saying like, man, it smells like dog shit. Like, it's basically a racist, but this whole group kind of treats him as like an outcast just for being this way, which that's a little bit far-fetched, just because he acts so human in his normal form. Like, if this was real, like, I couldn't believe like it would go to this stretch. Like, I can definitely see people getting like pissed off about him getting higher up than him, or going higher up, but c'est la vie. But the line I really liked is like, he's like, you're unnatural, and he's like, you need a flashlight to see in the dark, you need a car to get you from point A to point B. Like, you are unnatural, you need machines, whereas I'm fucking physically built. I'm all natural. And I really like that. Like, that was a really good fucking line. But the film ends with his partner goes into the heat of battle. He dies. There are two enemy werewolves on the enemy side. The main dude takes out both of them, shows up in this fucking mangled mess as a survivor, takes his friend's body bag, and they're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm maybe a fucking animal, but I'm not gonna wear your leash anymore. And he escapes. Not escapes, he just walks out with his friend's body, and that's how the film ends. this one was really good. I liked it probably more than most of the other Love, Death, Robots